welcome back to the channel. This is Ghostface Reviews, as always, back with another mask unboxing today. So in this video we're going to be unboxing a mask from my buddy The Nightmare He Came Home with a K on Instagram. I actually met this guy on eBay a few days back, I think it was, about a week or so. And I messaged him about an item. Obviously it's this mask in the box here. So absolutely huge box. And we started talking. He's a really nice guy. Go follow his Instagram, Nightmare He Came Home. He's another UK horror collector, and we started discussing collection and other things. We both collect Ghostface and horror related items. So we started chatting, and now he's a good friend of mine. I'd highly recommend following him. He's got a great collection. So basically I saw this mask on crazy eBay, and it's the holy grail of all of the Ghostface bleeding masks. Now, if you're not familiar with the bleeding masks, you've got the standard bleeding ones. There's some knockoff ones. There's some like the bleeding spoof masks. There's also the bleeding Brandon James Ghostface from the TV show mask. That's actually quite hard to come by unless you live in the US. But it's not one I'm really too keen on picking up. If someone sent it in for a fan mail thing, then that'd be amazing. But I'm not really going to go out of my way to collect that one. But there's quite a few in the line. You've got the standard bleeding, you've got the zombie bleeding, and this one is a 2010 zombie bleeding, so the original ones in the original packaging just before they switched over to the new Scream 4 tags and the new packaging, which I'm still not a fan of. I've actually got a zombie bleeding Ghostface mask up there that I got from Mad About Horror. Now that one is on the newer style tag, and I've just sold that one to another collector who's also in the UK. So this one I picked up, it was on the same day I sold it, so it's an absolutely perfect opportunity for me to pick up one, a more vintage one as well, the very first ones of these made. Great time for me to pick it up to replace the one that I just sold in my collection. With me, it's always vintage stuff and quality over quantity. Sorry. If you have that opportunity to choose between quality or quantity, always pick up one mask that is worth a lot more. Nicer shape. Always go for that as opposed to buying cheaper masks, because in the long run it will work out far better for you, and you'll have a more robust collection as a whole. Anyway, I don't know how I ended up rambling on for so long about mask collecting tips, but I'm going to get straight into this huge box. They're going to probably about the same size as me, from GRAIL. So I'll be back in a second and we'll start the unboxing process. Cheers everyone. Alright, so we're back. Time to actually open this huge box. So, for those of you wondering where the Ghostface content has been for the last few months to a year, there's not actually been too much out that I've needed to get, other than the fluorescent line that I sent to Slasher Movies 410. But recently I've gotten really back into collecting Ghostface stuff. I think it might be to do with the hype for Scream 5, and also to do with the fact that I've just started watching the TV show again. I've been binging on Netflix. I watched 8 episodes last night and they're all about 40 minutes long, so there's that. But yeah, super hyped for all that. I've picked up tons of Ghostface stuff, all vintage stuff, so be sure to stick around. There's going to be tons of that coming. So GRAIL has wrapped this mask extremely well. Tons of bubble wrap, which I can use for my next eBay send-offs. Alright. Wow, this thing's beautiful in person. Bloody awesome. Alright guys, so if you're familiar with the old style Ghostface packaging, if you remember that, I don't know how many of you are the right sort of age where you'd remember the old style packaging. I know a lot of you are younger viewers, but there is a lot of collectors who follow me that are around about my age. But this is what the packaging looks like on the older ones, and this is the very original line of them that came out. So this is the rarest type of bleeding Ghostface mask you can get, and it's also the bleeding zombie version, and this was discontinued basically the same Halloween season on this tag. So super rare. This one, as you can see down here, I don't know how well you'll be able to see that, it'd probably be backwards, but it says 2010, so that's how you know that it's the original year. If you ever want to know when Ghostface masks were made, always check the barcode and not the actual text down here, because this down here is going to be the licensing date and things like that to do with the movies. This was obviously made by Funworld, like most of the masks, but this was produced for Asda Stores UK. And I remember seeing these back when I picked up my original Ghostface zombie mask up there, the non-bleeding version. This is absolutely beautiful. It's an amazing shape. I was talking with Tim, the owner of Ghostface.co.uk, and we were both discussing how rare these things are to come across these days. So huge thanks to GRAIL for sending me this. Now, for those of you that would like to see a comparison, I actually got down the newer tag, Bleeding Zombie, off the wall, so you can see the difference. So they changed the box artwork completely. This one's fully sealed in, I much prefer this packaging. And then this one's just hanging off the tag. This one on the right here was made in 2012, so you can see the big difference between the two tags. With the mask, there's not so much of a difference. The sculpt is pretty much identical. I'd say this one's slightly darker on the face, which I prefer. But this one, like I said, is going out to a friend of mine. This one I actually bought from the US quite a while back now, but this is going out to another fellow UK collector. So I've enjoyed this mask for a long time, but this one is on its way out and it's been replaced by this one. I'm going to be picking up tons and tons more vintage masks soon, but I'll try my best to give you a look at that. It's very dark today. It's been a thunderstorm, so I've put some extra light in here so you guys can actually have a chance to see it as well as possible while I'm showing you the mask. Show you a look at the back quick. I've got the bleeding heart pump there. I'm not going to unbox this one, obviously, to give you warm shots, because this is a very rare piece that I'm going to be keeping sealed in my collection. But I'll give you some close-up shots in just a moment, the front, the back and the mask itself. But other than that, guys, I think that's probably it for this video. So I want to say thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it, and I will catch you guys in the next video review very soon.